Hello friends. So in this video I will explain you what's the difference between JavaScript and TypeScript in a very simple manner. Okay, you will be able to explain this to any 5 year old as well. So I'll just give you an example. Let us say we have got a function and it is accepting one argument in JavaScript and it is printing that value of the argument console.log whatever that argument is passed, and it is expected that the argument should be of the name, and as we know, like, name can contain only a strings characters. But if you call that function, say xyz, and call it with, say, my name is Sagar, so what will happen is that that function will get called and console.log, that statement will get executed. It will print my name. But what if I call that function with number, say xyz, and in the brackets, the parenthesis, the number 123. Now we know that it's not a name, but still if we execute this one or call that function, it will still print the 123, even though uh, the main purpose of that function was to print the name. And even if it is a number or a string, it doesn't care. JavaScript doesn't care about the types, right? So that is where the TypeScript comes into picture. So basically the significance of having the types in the code is that if we create a function and we define the type of the argument, say the argument, say a, and its type is string, then what will happen is that whenever you want to call that function, okay, whenever you want to call that function, we will have to pass string argument. Okay, we will not be able to pass numbers in that case when we have defined the types for the arguments. And that is why the TypeScript exists. Like, TypeScript was created in 2012 with the main intention of giving the types to JavaScript code. Without these types, what is happening, I just explained, like, what is happening. We are able to call the functions, we are able to give the any arguments. Like, JavaScript doesn't care what kind of arguments we are passing. It is a number, string, array, we can pass literally anything and it will try to print that thing for us. But in most of the time, what we want to do is we want to restrict that argument types. Okay, and that's where the TypeScript comes into picture. We can define the type for the arguments. So in our example, we want to restrict that name to be of the string type, so we can say name colon string, and then what will happen is that nobody is gonna will be able to call that function with numbers. They will be able to call that function only with the strings. And other languages, if you compare JavaScript with other languages like C, C++, Java, C#, .NET, all these are like typed language. What it means is that we have to declare, at the time of declaration of the variables or the function, we have to define the types, like what type of arguments are there, whether it is int, whether it is a float. And same applies like when we are declaring variables or arrays. Okay, what type of content, what type of variable or values that array is going to store, whether it is integer, strings, etc. I hope that cleared your doubt. And if you want to learn more about this JavaScript, TypeScript, subscribe to my channel, because I will be coming up with a lot of videos like this. Thanks for watching.